Hey guys, what's up, it's Desecrator, and finally one of the most anticipated updates of May 2012 has been released, RuneScape Bonfires. This is a new addition to the firemaking skill where you'll basically have the ease of AFK firemaking experience with a more relaxed approach to 99 and beyond, depending on your personal goals. So the Jagex article released on RuneScape.com states some of the following interesting facts, and I quote this word for word. Adding logs to a fire that others are already adding to earns a percentage bonus to firemaking XP for all involved. This increases per person contributing up to a maximum of 4% for 5 players or more. Not only is it better XP for everyone to gather around the same fire, but quicker and easier firemaking means that it's a great way to relax and chat with your fellow firemakers. So basically, in my opinion, this is basically a way of interaction between the community. It means people will gather around, talk to each other, depending on whether or not you're into that sort of thing. But communication is a big part of the game, I've always thought that. And I think that's a good way for Jagex to bring the players together when they're training a skill such as firemaking. Any cooking performed on a player-made fires, either someone else's or your own, will earn a 10% bonus to cooking XP earned. I think this is another good idea because it kind of puts a little bit of a hybrid twist in the skill. So you'll be able to get a little bit of cooking XP at the same time of firemaking, which is kind of ironic because putting logs on another fire is basically the equivalent of cooking raw food and fish anyways. Now this is something that also has me very interested. At the bottom it says, free fire spirits. While adding logs to a bonfire, you may occasionally see a fire spirit emerge. They'll be grateful to be freed from the constraints of log-based living, so click on these spirits when you see them to earn a reward, such as coins, runes noted, or a gnomish firelighter. So there's already been firelighters released into the game quite a long time ago, and you can get those through clue scroll rewards. They're not valued as much, but basically they create a different color to the fire, just give it a little bit of a rainbow effect depending on which one you have. In my opinion though, that has a big relation and comparability to the Living Rock Caverns, which was released, I don't know, sometime within the last year or so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere around that area. So I think they're kind of, you know, when you get the gold mining suit pieces, it's kind of like that. Something will pop up, almost like a mini random event specifically to that skill or area. And I think this is another good idea because it gives you a little bit of a focus other than the experience itself. You'll get a few rewards here and there, so we'll see just how awesome this gnomish firelighter is. Hopefully it does something epic, some sort of cool colors, or just something unique. That's what we need in the game, guys. Jagex really needs to just release things that have not yet been seen or expected. Another thing to note, which is good, fires are now colored differently, depending on the log type used, and a right-click examine will tell you which is which, so it's easy to tell them apart. Another great simplicity aspect Jagex has added to this bonfire update. As you can see on the screen, guys, I've gone and checked Rogue's Den as well sometime during this video to check if the everlasting fire down there actually works for this, because that would be the ideal place to do bonfires, basically, because it never runs out. I'm more than sure you can't do it on a cooking range, specifically just logs. So after logging in and trying out different methods, it turns out Rogue's Den fire doesn't work for bonfires, which is good in my opinion because that would almost make it exactly the equivalent of cooking. It's good for Jagex to separate skills with standout aspects. Anyways guys, you can earn over 420k experience per hour with magic logs on these new bonfires, so there's never been a better time to try 99 firemaking. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up. I skipped going to sleep early, guys, just so I could make all of this video for you. Anyways, peace out and have a great day or night.